Hello, my dear lovely students. Let's start with the third chapter of Beehive, that is The Little Girl by Catherine Mansfield. As the title suggests, this story is about a little girl. We will find out what's the story all about. Let's see the theme of the story. The main theme in The Little Girl is a young child's point of view about her father. Children take time to understand the action of their elders. Till such time, they may look upon their parents with negativity and fear. However, as kids grow older, their attitude towards their parents undergoes a change. The theme of this story is based on this process of change that make a child notice the soft and caring heart of her overtly strict father. See the characters. The main characters in the story are Kezia, the young female protagonist of the story The Little Girl. Kezia's father, portrayed as a strict man. Kezia's mother, she too is strict as Kezia's father. Grandmother, she is an old humble lady who loves and cares for Kezia. But the moment he came home, she would start feeling uncomfortable because he was a very loud person. As soon as he enters the house, he start giving commands to his wife, to his mother. Sorry, she never stuttered with other people, but failed to speak properly in front of him. This happens so because she was really very scared of her father. He appeared to her as harsh, rude, and critical. He was like a giant for Kezia. Mother would encourage her to go near father in the drawing room when he came home from the office and take off his shoes like a good girl. Kezia would turn so nervous, but there was no way out. She cannot disobey her mother. And when she would take off his shoes, he would ask if she had been a good girl that day. That means it was a daily routine of father to ask his daughter whether she had behaved properly in the house or not, whether she remained a good girl in the house. I don't know whether your parents ask you this way, your father asked you this way, but he used to ask, which definitely Kezia didn't like. Kezia's grandmother wanted her to understand her parents better and would ask her to go to the drawing room to chat with them. So, whenever there was a holiday, when her parents were there in the house, grandmother wanted her to spend time with her parents so that she can understand her parents well. But whenever she goes into the drawing room to have a chat with them, yet to have a word with them, they were busy in themselves. Father was stretched out on the sofa, most of the time sleeping, and mother was busy reading book. One day, grandmother told Kezia that father's birthday was next week and suggested her to make a pin cushion for a gift out of yellow silk. Kezia stitched the three sides of the pin cushion. Now she wanted to stuff with something. She looked out it for it here and there in the house, and then finally she entered into mother's bedroom. There she found many sheets of fine paper lying on the table. She gathered them up, tore them into tiny pieces, and stuffed her case. Then sewed up the fourth side. Kezia had unknowingly committed a grave mistake. Those were important papers as they contained her father's speech for the Port Authority. So, those papers had a speech which her father had to deliver at the port. There was a hue and cry in the house that night. The search for the paper was on. Everywhere, in every room, it was searched, but it was nowhere to be found. So finally, Kezia accepted her mistake and told her father that it was she who has taken the paper and tore them up. She was trying to explain the reason to her father, but her father didn't listen to her, and he picked up a ruler and hit her hands with it. Here, my dear children, in my opinion, both father and Kezia were wrong. Father was wrong because he didn't listen to Kezia. He should have given her a chance to speak up or give the reason why she has done so. And Kezia is wrong because she didn't ask her parents, didn't ask her father or mother what the paper was all about. So before taking anything, this is a good lesson that before taking anybody's thing, you should ask a person how important. Maybe that paper or a bit of paper maybe important for the other person. So before taking anybody's thing, you should ask the concerned person. Kezia was jealous of the happy family living next door, Mr. MacDonald, his wife, and 5 children. Mr. MacDonald was always playing with his children when he was free. So it was just in contrast with her father. Her father never used to play with her. Whenever he is at home, either he is sleeping or somewhere else reading something, he never spends time with Kezia. So seeing them, she really feels very, very jealous. They were laughing and enjoying each other's company. That is when Kezia realized that there were different kinds of fathers. So after seeing Mr. McDonald, she realized that everybody's father is not like hers. There exist different kinds of father who spend time with their children, who enjoy with their children, who play with their. But Kezia had a nightmare. She saw a butcher with a knife and a rope. He came near Kezia, but she couldn't move. She screamed. She started calling her grandma, which woke her father. And when she opened her eyes, she found her father near her bed. He asked her what was the matter, and hearing her, he took Kezia with him. Her father carried her to his bedroom and made her comfortable and warm on his bed. Further, her father told her to rub her feet with his legs and set them warm because she has really become cold due to the shivering. She spends the night with him feeling comfortable and safe. After that, she realized that her father was not a bad person and he loves and cares for her in his own way. He may not be like Mr. McDonald, playing with the children, spending time with the children in free time. He was a different father. Moreover, he had to work a whole day to provide for his family and was too weary by evening to play with her. She was so much moved by her father's gesture that she even told her dad that he had a very big heart. So, my dear children, if any of you had any wrong notion about your father or about your mother, please change it. Try to understand them, try to understand their action, and believe me, your relation will be entirely different. It will be a changed relationship. So, try to understand your parents well. There is a strong message for both parents and children in this story. The message is that although there is a very strong bond between parents and children, the bond must be nurtured, otherwise, children may develop fear and mistrust. That means the parents should spend some quality time with their children. They should sit with their children, they should communicate with their children. When they will communicate, their children will feel free to share their feelings with them. So it is the duty of the parents to make their child comfortable, not to develop fear for them. It is not always easy for children to understand the true motive behind the stern actions of their parents. Many a times, parents give you punishments, parents scold you for anything. My dear children, try to understand their true motive behind it, why they have scolded you, why they have punished you. It's just because they want you to teach a lesson. They want you to prepare they want to prepare you for the hardships which you will have to face once you grow adult. As a result, children may view them as being harsh and frightening and may develop negativity. My sincere request to dear children, please don't develop any kind of negativity for your parents. Your parents can never even think of thinking bad about you. Therefore, the story gives a strong message to both the children and parents. Children should trust their parents, and the parents should understand that fear and physical punishment can leave emotional scars. So instead of giving corporal punishment, sit and talk to your child. Make your child understand the reason for your behavior. Then only there will be a strong bond between parents and children. I hope all of you have understood the chapter. If any doubt, you feel free to ask me on my personal WhatsApp number. Thank you. Bye bye.